Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of RimWorld Alpha 12. This will be episode 3. Funny story, I actually already recorded episodes 3 and 4, only to realize I had messed up my resolution. So here we are back again. Pretty much going to be doing a lot of what I had already planned to do. Expanding the power a little bit, finishing mining out this plasteel. So we still have all these rock chunks to haul, so we need to really expand the dumping stockpile just to get it all over here. I was going to put in a door so I can exit over here. And, oh yeah, I turned this little area right here, this little one area, into a little deadfall trap. Anyone who comes through here, basically these things would fall on them, do some damage to them, maybe kill them, you never know. And she's over there building them. Kigurumi. I don't think she's actually one of our constructors, or not a good one anyway. Yeah. We'll be lucky if they can get through these without tripping them constantly. Oh. It is summer. It's going to get warm. Really warm. So what I probably should do is build extra cooling devices. Now there was one more thing I did in the other, before I lost the recordings, or before I had to not use them. I expanded the stockpile area just a little bit. Not by much, just a little chunk like right here. That'll just help store a lot of the metal and stuff we're bringing in. That reminds me, we need to cut down any trees that are around here just to get that bit of wood in before, well, any of it might die off in the summer. The sooner we get that in, even better. We can also harvest some wild agave. That'll give us a little bit of extra food. But right now, we're just fast forwarding. People got work to do. Oh. Juvia's having a little bit of a mental issue. A lot of different problems. So we actually need to work on some of that. I'm actually going to take some of the new stockpile area I made and turn it into small bedrooms. I'm talking like really small bedrooms. This will make 4 little bedrooms. So just put little doors on. Oop. Put a door in the wrong spot. Alright, so bedrooms, then they'd need beds, and then finally they would need a cooling system, just so they all don't, well, suffocate. That would be bad. And then run the power up. I'm just gonna go ahead and run the power all the way around, that way we have it. And then once those 4 are built, I'll find another place to build 3 more for the other people. And they'll get to that once they wait. Oh, we also had some visitors show up. Visitors come from the different factions that are also on this RimWorld. Right now we have 5. 3 of them are friendly, even though 1 is green. The others are negative opinions, just barely though. And then we have 2 negatives, a tribe, which means, well, they'll be wearing robes, they'll have clubs, stuff like that, bows and arrows. Then a pirate band, which, well, they can have all sorts of weapons, usually more high-tech, they can come armored, etc. There's an unmentioned other faction that's the mechanoids. They're basically giant robots that can land from time to time. They come in small numbers, but they can usually be pretty destructive, so you gotta watch out for them. Unpause it and let us get through the night real quick. That's the other thing I need to work on is making better beds, because beds have immunity gain speed factor and rest effectiveness, which is determined by how good of a quality they are. And so if I make better beds, they'll need less sleep. That means they can work longer. And then also, if they have better beds, they get a mood buff to happiness from comfort and stuff like that. And that'd be really nice to have. Because right now they're offset by sharing rooms and other stuff like that. That's another reason I want to build rooms, because... Oh, got some more visitors showing up. That's another reason I want to build these little personal rooms for them, because it'll help with some of that sharing room. We don't like that debuff. Let's see, it's 2 rooms, and I need to build 1 more little section of rooms. So I want to delete the zones, that way they're not hauling stuff. Uh-oh. I deleted all my zones, did not want that. Just gonna re-drag all this back. Quick little fix. That shouldn't mess up my settings any, because I think I was using just basic settings. Let's see, structures, doors, put the doors down, put more beds down, and I'm going to put the cooling system in. The cooling system should be able to work for these rooms just fine, because they're really small. The way heating and cooling works is it can bleed out through walls, but it can also bleed out through ceiling. So the bigger a room is, the more heating and cooling you need to keep it at a stable temperature. So a small room like this, they should be able to heat them and cool them just fine. And there you have it. Everyone's got their own little room now. But, oh, put that one in backwards. Each little room really amounts to nothing more than a little place to sleep. I think they've all got really bad beds too. Oh no, got 1 good bed in there. Whose bed is that? Vivian's. Let's see, that should be enough. No, a good bed's not good enough for her to get a comfort modifier off of it. Nope, nope, there it is. Very comfortable. So she gets a little bit of a mood boost, and that'll last for a little while after it goes away. Well, extremely comfortable. Wow, it's even better. Had some cargo pods crash nearby. Elephant skin. That's... Well, if we eventually turn that into clothing, that'll be very durable. So we'll have someone else go out and harvest that, or go pick it up. And now that we've finished hauling away all these stone chunks up here, I'm actually going to set up a new growing zone, but I'm going to set this one to grow trees. Teak trees. That way, well, there's not, as you can tell, there's not much wood on a desert. This way we'll have a generally reliable source of wood. And there we go. All of our little rooms are all set up perfectly. So that way they will no longer get the debuffs from sharing a room. Uh-oh. Mad animal, local iguana, and it's that one, yeah. Who's around? Charlotte. You can go here. I think everyone else ran off to go do the planting, yeah. Or go harvest that. We're gonna have... Oh, never mind. Charlotte shot it. No need to go stab it with a knife. Undraft and reload Charlotte, and then she can get back to work. Alright, not bad. Gonna start fast forwarding again just a little bit. Nope, they finished mining this out, or almost. So queue up some more. Nope, they're planting all these little trees, and hopefully they'll start growing soon before it gets too cold or too hot for them to grow. And we were working on pneumatic picks to help with mining, so that'll be nice. That'll help them get that all a bit faster. Now should be going to bed soon. Yep, there they go. Heading into little sleep pods. I might want to upgrade to automatic doors soon, if only because they open up a bit faster. Wooden doors open pretty quick anyway, but wooden automatic doors open up the fastest. And that just means they wouldn't slow down as much when they go through a doorway. A little bit less heat or cooling would be lost every time they go out a doorway, just different stuff like that. We got the barbed wire done over here, which is nice. That way if anyone tries to come down through here, they'll be slowed down a bit. Maybe give us enough time to get to our defenses. Oh, got pneumatic picks done, so let's get terrain rehabilitation. This lets us dig up any floors that get laid down in case we make a mistake, instead of having to overlay something over top of it. And then we can also spread dirt to smooth stone. This will let us create growing areas inside caves we dig out, which will be really nice. Oh, and someone or something tripped this deadfall, so we're going to have someone go rearm it. So we got someone researching, people running around doing stuff. I'm actually going to set up some more mining up here. I'm going to mine this little bit out right out, and I'll show you what that's for in a minute. I'm actually also going to build a stone cutter's table to start turning some of this rock into usable bricks, because they make some very strong walls, and the walls are also fire resistant, which will be really nice. It's not as bad on a desert map as it would be a forest map, because on a forest map you can get some really raging wildfires that can basically just destroy entire bases. And set up the production bill so they can make an infinite number, but they're only going to pull from the area within this white circle. As you can see here, they're mining this a little bit out. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay down the planning for... where's the planning tool? Ah, here we go. I'm going to lay down the planning for a... brain fart. For a growing zone. It's 5 by 11. A 9 by 9. And then another 5 by 11. This is the area that's covered by a growing lamp. So now we're going to have them all dig this out. And what we're going to end up doing in here is we're going to end up smoothing it out and then basically bringing dirt inside and turning it into a climate-controlled growing zone that we can, well, grow stuff year-round, no matter the weather, stuff like that. So that'll be fun. We got some more stuff to mine out down here, simply because, well, those pneumatic picks, they get it done pretty quickly. As you can see here, it says we have no trading capacity. I think we actually probably should fix that. So, I'm going to build some trade beacons to where they cover our stockpile. And then a comms console tucked back here in the corner. If any trading ships pass by, that'll let our colonists communicate with them. And then we can sell or buy things. So, I mean, we could sell anything from... It could be anything from food to... It could be a slave trading ship that could buy other people. Or sell them prisoners if we had any prisoners. As you can see, some of our crops are dying because it's getting hot, or it's not growing well in the soil. We got some that are close to completion, which will be nice because, well, our freezer is almost empty, and we're nearly halfway through our packaged survival meals. Oh, look, we hit some steel. That'll be great. We should have a really deep... Oh, see, right there, we got a merchant show up, a combat supplier. So we want to see who's our best social, and that's Vivian. We're going to have her go and talk to the Urath Corporation. Ooh, let's see. They're selling some armor, grenades, a bunch of different guns. These are the big things, though. Since one of the mods I'm using makes it so you cannot build improvised turrets directly, you have to use a machining table. It also has different combat suppliers sell types of turrets. So like a heavy turret or a charged blaster turret. Unfortunately, they're both a little bit outside of our price range right now. I think, yes, even if we sold all of our medicine, which is the only thing we have they want, we would not be able to afford any of these turrets. Really, a lot of this stuff is too expensive for us. If we had one of those turrets, though, it would go a long way to, well, keeping us safe. That combat supplier will hang around for a minute, usually a day or two, before they'll leave, and we might get another one. It could be days or weeks before we get another one. So, you never know what you're going to get, you never know when you're going to get them. All our cooling stations, our wind power right now is making up for the fact that we have all these new little vents. Otherwise, we'd be having power problems. Something either keeps tripping this deadfall trap, or no one's just gone to reset it yet. That's the other thing. Some of these iguanas, they'll eat the plants, which is kind of annoying. So they'll keep it from growing properly. That was my Skype that just pinged. I forgot to mute that. There we go. Yep, making good progress. Oh, so we got another merchant, a bulk goods trader. These guys can have all sorts of different stuff, from food to different building materials, so it usually never hurts to see what they have or what they want. Oh wow, this guy's a lot of stuff. Well, you know what we could do here actually is sell off some iguana skin and elephant skin, and sell off some of that plasteel we made. Really, we don't need this aluminum either. That'll make us a lot of silver. What we can actually then turn around and do, see that silver just landed, it came down in a pod, so we can go back to the combat supplier. Well, we need to haul that silver inside real quick. Quick, get it inside so we can make it to the merchant. Because if we can get one of those turrets, that'd be amazing. Hurry, run. Alright, we got 3,000 silver, so we can get the heavy turret, which is a automatic turret with a large caliber machine gun, or the charge blaster turret. I'm actually going to lean more towards the heavy turret, if only because it's a little bit cheaper. Let's see, here it is, just arrived. Now we got to go install that. I'm going to install it right here, and then run some power out to it so it can actually run. This is amazing to get something like this so early on. Basically, this entire side, look at the range on this thing. Basically, this entire side of my base is defended from any sort of attack right now, especially this early on in the game, because there's almost nothing that can kill this early on. Only downside is it does drain a lot of power, so that could be an issue. We need to make sure our power supply is able to hold up with it. Might build some more wind generators. And see, we just had a heat wave happen. It's going to start to get really hot really fast. And because of that, my coolers will be working in overdrive, so I think I am going to build another wind turbine out here. There we go, it's lined up with the first one. So they'll come out here and build that. It's not guaranteed power, but it'll help. Oh, some of our potatoes got harvested. So we got a nice little stockpile of potatoes. That's good. Means we actually have some food now. I was afraid that heat wave might go and kill off all the food we were growing. That would have been bad. We're making pretty good progress on the growing pit too. That's great. We're actually in a really good spot for this episode. I'm glad it was able to come back together. In the last filming of this, when I first filmed it before the resolution got messed up, we had a rhinoceros attack that we beat back pretty quickly, but it gave us a lot of meat, which was really nice. So I'm glad to see we actually have food now and things are going well. We're in a good spot. So I think I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. It's getting kind of late. I mean, I'd already recorded 2 other episodes and then I had to go re-record them because of the resolution problem. So I'm doing this a little longer than I thought I would. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up about here. We're in a good spot. People are sleeping, playing horseshoes. Power is set up. Growing chambers coming out. We got really lucky getting that turret, which is amazing, really. It means now if we ever got raided, we could basically just toss everybody down here, and that turret would completely guard that side. Well, like I was saying, I think that's going to be it for this episode, so have a good day.